What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on overcoming retroactive jealousy. My name is Matt, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the famous question that every retroactive jealousy sufferer has either thought to themselves or attempted to go through themselves as far as to overcome retroactive jealousy, and that is, can I actually think my way out of retroactive jealousy? Can I sit there and think about all this stuff about the past, my partner's past, all these situations, and find a way to really dig through and rationalize it and just think my way out of it until I'm 100% perfect and okay? You probably know the answer to this already if you've watched, any of my other videos, but I wanted to lay this out to you plain and simple. So we're going to dive into that. Can we think our way out of retroactive jealousy? And if we can't, what are some other ways maybe we can do so? So before we get started, if you could take a quick moment and please smash the like button, that will help YouTube's algorithm and not only support this channel's growth, but also get this video out to more people that really need to see it. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well. And if you're not already enrolled in the course, go ahead and check the links in the description below for my 7-day Road to Freedom Accelerator program for retroactive jealousy. Again, I got it on special right now. So if you want to take advantage of that, this is going to be probably the most affordable price it is, probably for the rest of the year, because spots are filling up very fast. So please check that out below if you have not already done so. So, can we think our way out of retroactive jealousy? Let's say, for instance, we get a thought about your significant other having like a one-night stand with somebody. Let's say that's the thought. We get that thought, it doesn't make us feel good, and so now all of a sudden we kind of start thinking about it more, trying to ease the pain that it causes us. And so we go, okay, well, let's see, that was a long time ago, so that shouldn't even matter. But then again, it wasn't that long ago. It was just a couple of years ago. And I know she said it just happened once, but maybe it happened more than one time, because that one time that I asked about it, they weren't very clear on what happened. And the fact is, why were they even attracted to that person in the first place? Like, wait, did they do the same things that me and my partner do? Did they already do them together? So that means it's not special when me and my partner do it together? See how we just deep dive more and more and more and more and more into this one simple thought that came up. We've created this whole big scenario just trying to think our way out of it. We get, as simple as it is, we get twisted and tangled and caught up in this thought loop, right? And makes this thing so much bigger than it actually is. Because, of course, to start out, it was just a simple thought. And now we've turned it into something so much bigger than that. We've given our attention to it. And again, the fact of the matter is, you can't think your way out of it. You can't do that. That's simply not possible to dig down deep enough into these thoughts and find an answer and say, this is it. I solved it. It's over. We can't do that. And so knowing that, and with that being said, now you can really take a step back and be like, okay, maybe thinking about these thoughts more and more and more, like really exploring them and diving into them, maybe I should lay off that a little bit and see what happens. Because that's not always easy to do, because it's human nature, right? It's human nature for us to think our way out of things. That's how we solve our problems, right? Okay, well, let me think about it for a little bit and I'll give you an answer. Oh, this is a tough equation. Let me think about this. Let me write it down, and we find relief by solving it. Okay, so automatically, again, it's like human nature. It's instinctual for us to try to do this. But in these situations with these thoughts, there's no possible way to think our way out of this. And again, when I was suffering from retroactive jealousy, I thought that you could. I thought this is how it is. You think your way out of this as if you do every situation. And once I can find the result and find the answer, I'll be cured. It'll be done. And so there was a time where I called off of work for a week straight. And I just thought, for one week, I'm going to go home. I'm going to sit in my room and I'm going to think about all these scenarios in my head that are bothering me. And I'm going to think my way out of it. Since nobody's here to disturb me, I don't have to go to work, no one's here to bother me, I can literally sit in my room for 7 straight days in a row, think my way out of it, and be 100% cured. Well, guess what happened? After 7 days of sitting in the room, blocking myself in the room, thinking about it, I was 100 times worse than I was before because I gave it more of my time. I gave it more of my attention. I made this thing expand, these thoughts grow, and have them take so much more control out of me. I made up so many new scenarios and so many new, thought routes for my thoughts to travel down, and different movies in my head that it created even more questions, created even more turmoil in myself, more pain in myself than I even thought imaginable. So I started learning from that point forward that the goal of retroactive jealousy is to never, ever think your way out of it. In fact, you actually want to do the exact opposite of thinking about it, because thinking is what actually causes it. Thinking gives your retroactive jealousy life. Your attention gives it life. So instead of, deliberately, when these thoughts come up, exploring them, getting tied into them, creating these scenarios, trying to think your way out of it, you just need to start allowing the thoughts in and not giving them any more attention than that. Boom. Stop yourself before you go down these rabbit holes and exploring these thoughts. That is going to be a game changer for you. If you're someone who finds yourself constantly getting lost in these thoughts, become an allower, meaning let the thoughts come in. Okay, don't try to avoid them or run from them. You can allow them in because it's just a thought. That's it. It's this intangible, invisible thing. That's it. It can't cause you any more harm. It's not like it's, an invisible thing holding a knife that's going to come get you, or a gun. It's just this invisible thing. So that can do anything to you. And then as soon as you get the thought, if you find yourself starting to explore it or wanting to explore it or think your way out of it, say to yourself, stop. Literally, you can say to yourself even out loud or in your head, stop. And have that be your reminder that you aren't going to think about this. You aren't going to explore this. You're going to sit with the feeling of discomfort a little bit because, again, it doesn't feel good. It's very unpleasant. I get that, but it cannot harm you. And that feeling eventually is going to go away. Okay. You can even say like little words to yourself, like when a thought comes in and you want to explore it, say like, no, today I'm only observing my thoughts. Today I'm just going to observe. And literally you can observe the thought come in, you can feel the emotion that it brings up, and then you can observe it going away because, again, it's not going to stay. A thought will never just come up and sit in your mind and stay forever. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. And you can even think about the analogy of sitting on the sidewalk and watching cars go by on the street, right? If you just sit there and watch the red car go by, then the blue car, then the Ford, then the Chevy, then the truck, then the SUV, they come and they go, they come and you go. And those cars, it's not like you see a car and then you start running down the road and chasing it, or you jump out in the middle of traffic and try to stop traffic and get tangled up. No, you'd get, probably injured pretty bad, right? You sit there and you just watch them come and watch them go. You don't have any attachment to them. You don't feel the need to, again, attach yourself to a certain car. You'll watch them come, you'll watch them go. Some of those cars might give you certain emotions. Maybe there was a car that was a childhood car that you grew up in. You go, oh, that's the, Windstar van. Oh, look at that one. Okay, it brought up an emotion, but then it goes by and that's it. Okay, so it's just this analogy with these thoughts. So stopping and trying to explore them and digging deeper into them and thinking your way out of it, again, it's going to cause so much more harm than good, so much more harm here, and is going to make your retroactive jealousy grow. Again, these thoughts have a magnetic pull to them. It's like they want your attention. They're saying, come on, we want to live. Give us life, give us life. But the more you don't give it life, the more you don't indulge, the more you use like your willpower and just push forward with your day, self-discipline, and just refocus your thoughts on, what you were doing before the thought came in. Continually doing that on a regular basis is how you'll teach your brain that there's no reason to continually have these thoughts, no reason to continually react to these thoughts. Your reactions will be so much more natural, so much more rational as well when you don't have all that anxiety and pain and things like that. And that's my case too. Like, there were thoughts and things about my partner's past that bothered me onto the brink of like suicide, that I had to know the answer, that I couldn't live without knowing, that I need to know this, I need to know that, and I can't believe this happened, and I can't believe that happened. And I never received answers to those, and I never solved those. I never thought my way out of them, but nothing bothers me anymore. It doesn't, but there's no anxious feeling anymore. I can't even think of some of the stuff that used to bother me. Even if I think about it now, my brain goes, why are you thinking about that? There's no reason to think about that. You're filming a video right now, to everyone. Why would you think about that at a time like this? Let's film the video. Like, your brain starts being on your side more and more and more that you do this, that you don't give attention to these thoughts. When you stop thinking about them is when they stop bothering you, as simple as that. So again, moral of the story, thinking your way out, trying to rationalize it, even trying to be like, well, this happened and that happened, so that makes it okay, and this happened and that happened, so that makes it okay, so I shouldn't be bothered by it. Even that's giving it life. Sit with that discomfort a little bit. Know the feeling is going to pass. Don't give those thoughts any attention. Even tell yourself, stop, if you're about to indulge in a thought or explore it. And that's going to be a road to freedom, a pathway to freedom for you. And really, if you've never tried this before, definitely will be a game changer in your life. And I look forward to seeing the results when you try it yourself. So appreciate you joining me for the video today. If you like this video, please make sure before you go ahead and smash the like button so we can get this video out to more people. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so for more Retroactive Jealousy content. And also, please check on the links in the description below for my 7-day Road to Freedom Accelerator program with Retroactive Jealousy. That includes free, 100% free email coaching with me, so you can ask me questions, unlimited, any amount of time you want, any questions you want, and I'll be sure to respond to you. I also have some one-on-one coaching programs down there through the WhatsApp messaging platform, if you are interested in that too. I got open spots for this month, and we're raring to go for that. So I look forward to seeing you there. Until then, see you next time.